Okay, now we're going to learn more about headings, paragraphs, and we're going to introduce the concept of lists. Now we've looked at the H1 element so far, right? And we called it the major heading. However, you can have as many as 6 levels of headings in your HTML document. So let's just see how they work. So this is an H1 heading. Okay. This is an H2 heading, and let's say H4. This is an H4 heading. Remember, you can go all the way up to 6, but let us just introduce H1, H2, and H4 for now. So let's save the file and hit preview. Okay, so do you see what's happened here? So all these 3 headings have been displayed in bold lettering, but there is a difference in size, right? So H1 is the biggest, followed by H2, and finally H4. So now if you enter all 6 headings, you'll find that the size or the degree of highlight decreases as you go from H1 all the way up to H6, right? So that is a key observation from this particular step. Now, of course, this should not come as a surprise to you, right? For those of you who've worked with Microsoft Word, must have encountered similar situations there as well. But what is important to understand that headings hold special significance as far as web pages are concerned, right? So not only are headings used to sort of highlight sections or provide titles to sections, etc. on your web page, but headings are widely used by search engines to figure out what the content on your web page is all about. Therefore, never ever use the heading element just to highlight a particular portion of content on your web page. If it is not a heading, do not use the heading tag at all, right? This is important that you understand this particular aspect. Now let us look at paragraphs in a bit more detail, right? Now we saw how paragraphs on web pages are similar to paragraphs in a book or even say a Microsoft Word document. All browsers treat paragraphs as block elements. So what does a block element mean? It means that a browser will add an empty line before and after a paragraph element, right? And we already saw that if you want to insert a line break without starting a new paragraph, then you have to use the line break tag, right? So here, since we've already introduced the paragraph element in some detail earlier, you would like to type in your own paragraph element, maybe multiple paragraph elements, and see how they appear on your web page. Now what we're going to do is introduce to you the concept of a list, right? So let's start right away. Okay, so this is the start tag of an ordered list, and this is the corresponding end tag, right? Now here is where the first content of your list comes in, right? So this is item 1, and let's say I add another one, this is item 2, right? Now what I'm going to do here is show you how you can insert a list inside another one, right? So I start the li tag, and this time I shall include an unordered list. Well, if you do not know what ordered and unordered are, don't worry, you're going to find out soon enough. And once again I start my li tag, so this is unordered 1, right? And let's say I say this is unordered 2. So see how the lists are being constructed, right? So let's go through this again. So you have the start tag of the ordered list, you have the end tag, corresponding end tag, you have the start tag of the unordered list, the corresponding end tag, and every item in your list must be included in the li element, where li is the start tag and /li is the end tag. Okay, so let's save this and let us hit preview. So there you go. Do you see what happened here? Right? So you have ordered list essentially means that they are numbered. Unordered list means they are not numbered, rather they are bulleted. Okay.